like you were saying a little bit ago, the advertising dollar for that one listing. All right, well, you know, you're talking about putting pennies per listing on each property, all the listings. So instead of spending, what is it, 15% of your side of the listing invested in advertising, you're talking about, you know, getting a lot of bang for your pennies, not dollars, for your pennies. You know, this is economies of scale, you know, on steroids.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing a link between your product and putting it on my website. Who does that? It's just a link that I would copy paste into my website.
We have like 3 different ways that you can do this. We have a standalone application that can just be branded to you. So you could send them a link and say, download this program that fetches video. We have it where it can be a explicit link. This listing, here's the link. Click on that button and it pops up our web page, but branded to you. And then we have a third mode, which is where each and every little button can be called directly by your webmaster. So we can just pop windows within your web page. So.
No, but my thing is that every listing, so not just our listing.
Right.
We've got our rules and guidelines about having to tell them who the listing company is and all that nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so normally when they're searching on our website about that, they're searching within our MLS, you know, what we have going on the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't physically move that into that search engine. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So is there something that we have to go to our board to do to get that to happen? Or?
From the board's point of view, I'm nothing more than just like any other webmaster. The board's going to feed me every night all the listings, and I've got all that same IDX data, so that if your website right now that you have just says, I want to pull up a listing on, you know, property 1234, and your webmaster sets it up to click a button, it can come over to mine. I'm going to have that same 1234, and then I pop a window. So I just look like another webmaster from your board's point of view. And I'll adhere to whatever the guidelines are for that particular board.
So after you set it up, is there like a monthly or yearly fee or something?
The way we've done it to date is we have a one-time license that's a 5-year agreement for us to partner up, and then we go drive and put that online. So once we've, you know, deployed our servers, because when we film, we have a lot of servers back in Jacksonville and another location that we store all the data online.
So you're paying for the setup, and then you've got to go out and drive, and
Mm-hmm.
then you're paying for the 5-year contract?
Yeah, it's a single contract. It's based on how many properties we want to drive. So typically the smallest we've done is, I think the smallest one we've done is about 15,000, 20,000 properties. That's about the smallest project we've ever tackled. From a cost point of view, that's going to be in the neighborhood of about 9,000, something like that. And that's 15,000 single-family residences, somewhere in that range. And then once that's filmed, that's over about a 5-year period.
And then what happens
At the end of 5 years, then we will probably have to do some new technology. We're not sure what we'd have to do there once it's filmed. But that basically, that's hard to predict what's going to be, the technology world is going to look like in 5 years.
So you pay one time up front. We start driving it, and you know that area, unless we already have content in that area. But you know, for next year, you don't have to pay, and the year after, you don't have to pay. But also, the technology ramps up. We're always going to be improving our cameras, improving our websites or your website, and you know the technology is always going to be moving up and up and up. Just like what I was saying, like I used to scratch out appraisals with a pencil and a piece of paper, and now, and then we went to computers, and now we're at this websites that are just going to push money to your pockets.
Yeah, the thing we looked at is just at the largest level, like a city, and there's a lot of numbers on this chart, but to net it out, we know that in a city, say of 300,000, statistically, there's going to be about 15 neighborhoods that can be filmed, where you would have those neighborhood videos, and that would create the unique content that then ties back to, you know, 500, 600, 700, 800 listings that when people are looking, they're going to have your advertising. So it's not just our technology that there's an investment, because we look to just cover our costs to build it up. It's really setting it up so that you've got all these neighborhood videos. That's an asset that's yours that we're serving back to your back to any and all customers that come to you. So with that, we look at the economic model is, if that attracts, an extra percentage of the market, then the economic returns can be rather large, because you're just trying to differentiate yourself from all the other people looking on all the other IDX websites. We're tying our video plus your own knowledge together.
Is there a date stamp on the video? Because I can see from our point, it's like 4 years from now, property might be in significantly worse condition or different conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a date stamp on the video?
Yeah, we can date stamp, and we also put we can put street address, parcel IDs, all that kind of information on there.
And your logo. Or
And your logo.
Or whatever, your website, all that stuff can be watermarked onto your images or your video.
But you said it earlier, you're updating it every day.
On the air
What
flights.
you're going to, there'll be an archive system so that you can see how that property has progressed through time. And it may be every 6 months we're renewing the images, or once a year on the street level. And so you have a running history of that particular property or that subdivision.
That's just with a one-time fee, isn't it? Just with a one-time fee, you're gonna do this update?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask, how many of you are interested in learning more?